According to Yoga Sutra, the mind is both the source of and solution to our problems. Let's look into some of the very simple practices which will help us control our mind. We had been, from last few episodes, we had been focusing on the syllable A, O. Today we are going to work on Ma. So we will start with 5 rounds of chanting. Even though in the syllable it is Ma, when we chant it is and the sound comes out from the nasal passage. Again, when the sound is coming out of the nasal passage, it is happening by your stomach being softly pushed in towards the spine and the sound coming out of your nasal passage. Assume a comfortable position. Watch your breath. Center yourself, settle down for some time. Five rounds. Start with soft breathing. Sound works on your parasympathetic nervous system, calms your brain nerves, and is one of the most recommended for relaxation. So towards the end of the day, if you really want to, just get into yourself, connect more with yourself, isolate from the noise of the world, do a few rounds of only more chanting, chanting, and you will see that you are absolutely relaxed. Now we are going to combine Ma together and create Om sound. When you practice only Ma chanting, you are working on activating the upper chakra. So it works predominantly on Anahata chakra, Vishuddhi chakra and Ajja chakra. When we combine Ma together to create Om sound, we are working on activating all the chakras. So Om chanting can be one of the most simplest way of calming down. Also, before you get into a practice, that is one of the ways to settle down with yourself, to connect yourself, to ground yourself, to center yourself. That's most probably one of the reasons why most of the classes start with Om chanting or maybe with prayer. It is said that Om was the first sound to come in the universe. In fact, even if your tongue is cut, you will be able to pronounce Om sound. Just try that. You can try it by practicing and checking mentally that when you chant Om, your tongue is not in use, whereas tongue has a very important role in voice management. So we are going to combine Ma using those 3 different parts of the body and create Om sound, and we'll go with 5 rounds of Om sound. Check your spine. Breathe in. Slowly open your eyes. Relax. We are going to break this rhythm now, and we are going to start with Kapalbhati, 2 rounds. The first one is going to be very fast, and the second one is going to be very slow. Now you can always increase the practice of Kapalbhati as per your comfort. As we are constant with time, I am only going with 2 minutes. Try and come up to 5 minutes in your Kapalbhati practice. Spine tall and start. This would be a killer practice apart from all the benefits on your core, on your abdominal region, and make you strong, make your abdomen very strong. The criteria is that you don't lose the rhythm, don't strain yourself, and don't engage your throat muscles. Going with the next round of 1 minute, very slow. So one stroke maybe in 1.5 or 2 seconds. Get ready, inhale, elevate your chest and go on exhaling. This will take you into another extreme of experience. Experience both. Both are important. 2 extremes, and then combine it for regular practice or manipulate it as per your requirement. We are moving into Nari Shodhan Kriya. We have been practicing Nari Shodhan Kriya for a while. Now we are focusing a lot on the count and majority part on the exhalation. So I am setting up the timing for 2 minutes, and make your exhalation to 12, your inhalation to 6, or if you are comfortable to go to 7 and 14, but make sure you are within your capacity. So we are starting with the practice for 2 minutes. Check your spine, tall and neutral. Start with the left nostril. Next practice is Adho Mukha Svanasana with the wall. Adho Mukha Svanasana is a very popular practice and makes an integral part of Vinyasa practice. Now, a lot of time when people perform Adho Mukha Svanasana, they are not able to touch the heel to the floor. And some of the reasons which could be responsible for this could be tight calf muscles, tight hamstrings, tight gluteal muscles, or maybe upper back. So once we go with the wall, it becomes very easy to understand how far are we away from the floor and how can we slowly start pushing it down to the floor. So let's go to the wall and see how can we progress gradually. I'm sitting close to the wall, the Priya is away from the wall, so that we can show you how we are going to adjust the position. We start with the posture. First, palms on the floor. Get the heels of the palms on the floor. Lengthen the fingers as much as possible to get the suction effect. Place the palms firmly on the floor. Lock this area. Once you lock, we start getting into the posture slowly. It's important, if we don't spread it out, the wrist will take all the stretch. So it's very important to stretch the fingers apart. Hips off the heels. Push the toes against the wall. Lock it. So the metatarsals are the one which is actually touching the wall. And now slowly, as you press your palms further, hips at the back, get your knees off the floor. You have started to engage your core muscles. Hold on to the posture. That's a great way of strength building your core and thighs. Be there for some time to understand what is exactly happening. Slowly start opening up the back of the knees. You have started working on the hamstrings. Right now my heels are up. I'm slightly bringing it down. If your heels are slightly off the wall, try and push it against the wall and start sliding it down to the wall. So it may take a while, but it will help you understand how to go down. Now if it is too tight, don't push too much. Be very gentle. Try and feel. It should not be like you're actually, the calf is going to tear apart. So be very gentle with that and slowly keep pressing the mid part of the heel to the floor. So as you can see that Priya's heels are slightly up above the floor, and some of the reasons which could be for this one, her hips might be tight, her hamstrings can be stiff, her calf muscles can be stiff. So while going on the wall, like if suppose Priya goes on the wall, so just go on the wall, Priya. You can just put that part on the wall, push the heel against the wall and start pushing it down. Start pushing, yes, keep pushing it down. So in general, hers was like flexible. For you, you might feel a kind of tearing effect in your calf muscles because you can feel your calf muscles. So always go up to a point where you're slightly beyond your comfort zone, but not too much. And when you practice it for a few days, you will see a good opening in all the areas. And this is a very good practice for your Achilles tendon, for your plantar fascia, for gluteal opening, for hamstring opening, for knee pain, for heel spar, for strong abdomen, for opening up your upper back, for strengthening your arms. So this one practice can bring so many benefits. Relax. Relax. So in the same posture, we are going to add one more movement which will enhance the practice. So again, come in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Head in. We are doing spot walking in Adho Mukha Svanasana. So if you want, you can be against the wall or you can be slightly away from the wall. Just soften your right knee and right heel goes off the floor. When the right heel is going off the floor, make sure that you push your left heel down on the floor and you are working predominantly on the calf and the hamstring. Now push core. I'm using my abdominal area to come up and getting the right heel down. Make sure that the right heel has to be on the floor. That will play a very critical role or you won't feel much. Core. Keep your tummy tucked in but you're breathing soft. So along with enhancing the practice and getting more benefits on what I spoke about, you're also working on engaging your core and strengthening your core muscles. Do 10 to 20 rounds as per your comfort. Feel your core and relax in the same posture. You can take a break if you want to. Let's just come back so that you're not tired. The only thing which can be very tiring in this case, it could be your wrist, because the wrists are not designed, so you'll have to work on strengthening your wrist. I'm adding one more variation to that. Again, get into the posture, Adho Mukha. Hold it. Your toes are parallel to each other, heels are apart, slightly apart, so that the outer edge of your foot is in line with the little toe. Hold it and just push your body weight at the back. Now get hold of your left ankle with the right hand, this one, and rotate. Change, rotate. Change, rotate. Change. For rotation, you bend your elbow and rotate out. So we are working on the sides now. Sides. Opening up this area, hold it. Your legs are straight, not bending at the knees, this way. Now, as you hold, this time don't bend your elbow. You stretch your arm as much as you can. Both the arms are tall and get your head in. Both the arms are stretched. Your core, my abdomen is going in as much as possible, this way. Look up. This will lead to a different kind of opening and strength building in your left arm deltoid area. Change, hold, and arm straight first, shoulder up and go back. Hold it. Both the arms are straight completely. Your core is active, your sides are active. Working on the arm strengthening, and relax, take a break. Relax for a few seconds. If you think that the wrist is getting strained, just go with simple movement. This way. These are also the preparations for the advanced postures like Shirshasana if you want to do, because two things which are very critical in Shirshasana is your core strength and the strength in this area. So when you do that, you actually start strengthening this area. The next practice which we are going to do is again Adho Mukha Svanasana, but on the forearm. So if there is any strain in the wrist, that will go away, and we can enhance the intensity and the engagement of the areas which we were using in Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we will take the measurement like this. This is the way, so that your elbows are just below your shoulders. Palms out. You can interlace your fingers, that will give you more grip on the floor. The edge is on the floor. Check the gap from the wall so that you have enough space. Up. This is the normal position. Be there. Be there. If you are comfortable, get your elbows further in, tall, and then push your head in. So you are trying to cross your elbow to get your head in as much as possible. You can have soft pulsing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And release. Relax. Amazing opening and strengthening to this area, and good opening to this area as well. If you do this practice regularly, you will start preparing yourself for a lot of advanced postures. So do this whenever you get time. You might feel tired for some time, or after some time, make a call, take a break and come back to that. So you can go with a few repetitions, maybe 3 rounds, 20 each, and gradually maybe you can start holding it also. Next we are moving into standing practices. We had started with some of the standing practices. The next one which we are going to do is actually Utthit Pashakonasana, but with 2 variations, and how we are taking support of the wall to check how you can actually enhance your practice. So getting into standing postures. I've got the timer with me, so we are going to perform each posture for 30 seconds, and here we start. The first one, which is Namaskarasana with the mantra, palms together, get into strength building movement and the posture. Press your palms against each other, elbows parallel to the floor, legs straight. Om Mitraya Namah. Maintain the length of the posture, the height of the posture, alertness of the body, eyes fixed at one point. Press your palms, go out slowly, slowly, interlace your fingers, arms up, tall, hold it there. Now stretch up as much as possible. The slight curvature which is created right now, tuck your navel in, shoulder blades away from each other, hold it there. Moving into position number 2 for another half a minute, squeeze your hips in and start lengthening your body. Om Rave Namah. Hold it for another half a minute. Keep breathing. Breathing can be shallow, but don't hold your breath. We are almost there. Feel each and every part of your body, the stretch, the core, the lower back. Exhale, straight, hips goes out slowly. Maintain the rhythm of the body, go out. Om Suryaya Namah. Down. We are going to be there for another 30 seconds. Keep tucking your tummy in first and then push it towards the thigh. Left leg goes back as much as possible. Hold it. Om Bhanave Namah. So we will have slight change in this, and what are we going to do? Moving the body weight in front, the left knee is on the floor. Body straight, toe out, and you're trying to create as much as gap possible between your thighs. So one is working on strength building and the other one on the stretching. Remember, there is nothing wrong. The one which we had been doing was absolutely right. This is right too. What we are trying to do, we are trying to work on different angle, different muscle group from different angle, that's all. Tall, hold it this way. Hold for another 30 seconds. Try and keep your hips in one line. Keep breathing. As tall as possible. Moving to the next posture, so tuck your toe at the back, palms on the floor, right leg will go back, so the left knee will be off the floor. Move your body weight at the back. The moment you do this, your left calf is getting activated. Right knee bent up, right leg up, head in. Bring your right foot down on the floor. Om Khagaye Namah. Hold it. Push back. Hold for 30 seconds. Deep breathing. If you are aware of Ujjayi, you can go with Ujjayi breathing. Your attention will be on the Navi Drishti, on your navel area, the area for Manipura chakra be there. Moving to the next posture, come on the toes. It's an amazing stretch to the calf, to the hams, to the shin. Core is engaged, the lower abs, and hold on to your lower abdomen and lock it against the body and push it to the chest. We are beginning to move into position number 6, Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees on the floor with exhalation and then chest and chin on the floor. Om Ushne Namah. Hold it. Toes out along with your pelvis. The shoulders will start rolling back and you will use your deep back muscles to come up. So this movement up, go up slowly. Om Hirane Garbhaya Namaha. Hold. Your aim is to get your body straight. Push your shoulder blades slightly at the back, your core is active. You can push your feet on the floor, hold. Working completely on core strength building and also on spinal flexibility. Arms by default are becoming very strong, hold it. Tall as possible. Slowly move to the next posture, which is Adho Mukha. In. Toes tucked in, knees softly off the floor. Om Aichaya Namaha. Feet resting on the floor, toes in, heels down, hips at the back. Position number 8, and we have started the repetition of the postures in reverse order. Hold it. Deep breathing. As the left leg had gone back, make sure when you are in the posture, you have to be with normal breathing. Don't hold your breath and maintain the length of your body. The parts of the body which are touching the floor, fix it against the floor. Rest part of the body, keep pushing it away from the floor. Position number 9, the left leg will go forward. So softly push your body weight in front, left knee bent, bring it forward. Om Adityaya Namah. Tall, and as we had made slight changes, the right knee will go on the floor as away as possible from the left heel. Body straight, look straight. Your core is active completely in this one, and great stretch and strength building to both your thighs. Hold it. The next one, palms on the floor. Tuck your toe, which it was tucked in, knee goes off the floor. Moving to position number 10 by getting the right leg forward. So move your body weight in front, right leg up. Om Savitre Namah. Be there. Allow your body to drop down. Your core is very soft. This is like hanging down. Slowly, palms together, interlace your fingers, go out as much as possible. Almost you start coming up 30 to 40 degree off the floor and tuck your tummy in and push it back. Physically you are pushing it back. That will engage your core muscles, lock your core and start coming up. Start coming up slowly, taller, up as possible. Go up before we move into position number 11. Lengthen yourself and then start squeezing your hips. Om Harkaya Namah. Hold it. Slowly, body straight, up and release. Om Bhaskaraya Namah. Settle down with your breath. Calm down. Keep your heartbeat in control. Feel your body. Connect with your body. Try and feel the flow of your mind. And release. This was actually half Surya Namaskar, and because I was timing it so that we understand what was the timing, it was approximately 11 minutes 55 seconds for one Surya Namaskar, if you can see that. So many people keep asking me whether they should do fast or slow. Both has got its own benefit, and it's very important to combine. Only when we combine, we can work on a particular theme from all the angle and get the best of it. So we are done with Surya Namaskar, one or maybe half of Surya Namaskar. We have few more stretches to go ahead and calm down before we close the session. Since my left leg is close to the wall, Prachu, but ये सब दिख रहा है क्या जो हम बोल रहे बिल्कुल भी? Okay. Since my left leg is close to the wall, what I will do, I will get the edge to the wall. Okay, this is important. And as you start getting into the posture, only maybe one part of your edge will be to the wall, but that support will be very critical in performing the whole posture. So legs are approximately 4.5 to 5 feet apart. It can be more, but the most important part is that you don't lose your grip, and that's critical. The moment the grip goes away, you will not be able to control the posture. So this is locked against the wall, right foot 90 degree to the right, right heel somewhere in the middle of the left foot so that you will have a better grip. Rotate your knee, rotate to bring it above your ankle. You will have to adjust now, since you don't have space to move with the left leg, you will need to adjust with the right leg in front. So you can go forward. Now see, my heel is slightly away from the knee, so I am just moving it slightly in, rotating out to get my knee above the heel, this position. My hips have gone in, so I will tuck my hips in. This is the base position we had done. Started with the base. What we had done, we had got the forearm on the knee. Still the alignment is not right, so I am just moving it slightly in, this way, and rotate out as much as possible. The left hip will slightly come up, left arm will go up. Now as you can see, for both of us, Priya has got the bent knee close to the wall and I have got the stretched leg close to the wall. So when I am raising my arm up, I am getting a good support from here, but if you are doing how Priya is doing, touch the wall and push the fingers against the wall so that you can move away from the wall, move away the body weight. So this is an amazing stretch as well. No, just, you're okay? Yeah, so if you want, instead of pushing the toes to the wall, that can actually be painful for the toes. See if you can do that, and if you are comfortable. Is this comfortable? Yes. So you will actually have a lot of opening in this area, and this is really good for flat foot, especially for people who are in, the females who are wearing high heels and the males who are in closed shoes. This is a very good stretch, a very simple one but very effective. So just make a note of that. Now if you move your hand at the back and press your elbow at the same time, rotate out. Amazing stretch. Look up. So this will give an amazing stretch to the whole area, great lateral stretch. At the same time you are working on the thigh. You will have to target to hold this posture for 20 seconds. In the right form you can hold it just for 10 seconds and then slowly release and come back. Relax. Next what you are, so you can always switch the legs, or you can do with both the legs. See which, try and get both the legs, the bent as well as the stretch to the wall, so that you can get all the benefits. In the next one, I am just bending my left foot and check at the positioning of the foot. Right leg is out around 90 degree, and we are just getting into another variation. Rotate the knee above the ankle. You check, this you will have to check, be in your comfort zone, how comfortable you are. Don't push your nail against the wall, that is dangerous and that could be harmful and painful. We don't want that. This position, this, see, this was the base posture what we did. Okay, next what we are going to do, right arm goes up, bring it close to the thigh, and then we are trying to interlace the fingers. See, this is how we are trying to do. If you are not able to hold, use some belt and hold the belt with both the hands. And now what you are trying to do, bringing the knee, bringing the bent elbow to the knee. Push this, push the knee, now push the elbow to the knee and stretch out. Amazing opening. Core in, hips in one line and sit down. Sit down, check for alignment, sit down, hold it. You will need some adjustment in this one. See this way. Lift up. Maintain that the body part is not collapsing. It's in lifting effect. In trying to lift your body, not physically, but you feel the lifting effect, you really have to use a lot of muscles around this area. We release this slowly. These are tiring posture. If you want, you can take a break, and the best way of taking break is your hips on the wall, knees bent, Mukh dhauti or pursed lip breathing. So inhale from the nasal passage, exhale from the mouth by creating a very small O shape. And you relaxed. The next practice has one Surya Namaskar with 30 seconds holding, with mantra chanting, and also with a slight change in the leg position. So I am going to use the timer so that we are holding each posture for 30 seconds. Raju, abhi hum Surya Namaskar kar. We have few more practices with the wall. So lie down, and the first one is Bhujangasana. In your comfort zone, don't push too much. Lie down on the floor. Keep your feet to the wall this way, and see the lengthening effect of the midsection this way. This is critical. This is critical. This way. Thighs on the floor. Keep it like this, and there. Now come a little forward so that only your toes are pushing against the wall. This movement. Palms by the side of your chest. Up first. Take light support with the big toes. Come up. Soft. Be there. Now get your arms straight. Chances are your pelvis will go off the floor. That's fine. Now use your metatarsals. Push it against the wall. Lengthen yourself to get into the posture. And this will create more lengthening effect. Hold it. Just now the tip of the toe is touching the wall, but it is pushed. Like this is the normal position. I'm coming to the tip of the toe to push my body further right. So I've come to the tip of the toe, and I'm using that push with the wall. See. Wall. Up. Try and keep your spine tall. Squeeze your hips. Be there. Hold it. Feel your core, feel your back, taller, as tall as possible, and release in child pose. Relax. The next one is Dhanurasana with the wall. So anybody with knee pain, be gentle. You can go in the middle, but maybe in the next sessions we will go in the middle. Right now we are starting with the wall. So lie down, and how will you lie down? Get your knees to the wall this time. Knees to the wall. This way. This way. Hold your knees to the wall. This is very good for the opening of the back, for the back pain, for the opening of the chest. This in itself is a great stretch. Hold on to that. Once you are comfortable, bring your chest down. Hold your right ankle with the right hand, left ankle with the left hand. And what you are trying to do, you are trying to push your ankles to the wall as much as possible. Do that. Do that. Your shoulder blades are close by. Hold it there. If you are working with your family member, help them to get a better stretch. So getting the ankle to the wall all by yourself may not be very easy. So what you can do, you can go in, see, this way, and bring it to the wall. See. So this is an amazing stretch. Hold the hand and bring it in. Simple one. Can you hold it all by yourself? I'll push. See, this way, this way. So just try and push the leg at the back. Hold the hand as well so that it is not really, see, this movement, this movement. Amazing opening and release. Be gentle with the back. Keep asking the person if there is any back pain or something. Go very slow. The next one, body will be tired for sure. We are getting into relaxation. We have done Viprit Karni with the wall. We are doing it again for relaxation. So be there. For women, if you have periods, you will not get your legs up. That's very critical. Or there are a lot of benefits which I have already spoken about in my previous video. So please check that. This is the most relaxing posture. Since the body is warmed up completely, we are also going to do some core movement. So bend your knees and squeeze your hips. Keep your foot slightly up. If you bring it too much down, you will strain your knee. So be careful about that part. And tuck your navel in. 1. Don't touch the floor. 2. 3. Look at the movement of my foot. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. So your feet is only doing the job of support and the rhythm. The movement is happening from this area. Remember that. Again, come back. You can go for 3-4 rounds of 10 count each. Just make sure you take care of the knee. You should not feel any strain on the knee or it will lead to knee pain. From this posture, I am also moving into Baddha Konasana, a good opening to your groin. Be there. Be there for a minute with deep breathing. And once you are done with that, you may need to go into Pavan Muktasana in the same way so that you can release your back. So wrap yourself around. Love yourself, hug yourself, thank yourself for being with yourself. Relax in this.